Hey guys, it's Molly. Welcome back to my show. Okay, so I decided to play around with my camera settings a little bit and just tighten in. I think it looks nice. Yeah. So anyway, because it's a Tuesday video, there has to be an activity today. And that activity is destroying my self-esteem. I went onto Reddit, and that was my first mistake. No, I'm just kidding. Reddit's actually kind of a cool place, I guess. Anyway, I did the Roast Me challenge. This is the picture I used. Alright, so the caption I put was, "I've heard every bad thing that could be said, do your worst." I posted this 19 days ago, according to the, I guess like kind of a timestamp thing. Sorry, still getting a little used to the settings. So sorry if like it keeps on like zooming in and out. Still getting used to how I want it exactly. This looks nice. So I'm going to read them because my screen capture software is... Okay, I can't blame the screen capture software. I actually have to blame the editing software. The editing software is being a little screwy, so I still have software that I can kind of edit with, but I can't do screen captures right now. So until I figure that out, let's get into this. I'm going to read these, and I'll be honest, I have already read all of these. And yes, my self-esteem has been completely destroyed. Let's destroy it again. I haven't actually given my thoughts on each of these, so I think from this point on, I'm going to just keep the camera rolling. I won't do any editing so that it can be like my real thoughts without having to stop this. And of course, I cannot do cursing in this video, even though there is cursing in these comments, because YouTube's policy. So let's get into this. 6VI6 said, if Tumblr came to life, took human form, and was then kidnapped and raped by the autistic, pale-eyed 10-year-old brother of Skrillex, got pregnant and miscarried at 5 months during a rally to allow pile of rocks to be a legal gender, you'd be the offspring that flopped onto the ground. What do I even say about that? Like, there's just so many things that are wrong in that. I don't even know where to begin. So I'm kind of going to ignore that one and go on to the next one. So TH3B0X3S, and I know that's like leet speak for the boxes, says, where is the rest of your ear? Let's see. One ear here. One ear here. I have 2 ears. Okay, occasionally Witty says, your transition looks like it's coming along. Okay. What transition? I was born a natural female and still am. Is there something that I don't know that you know? I'm confused. Next one. My username is Jonas says, I can't tell if you're a really feminine guy or a very ugly girl. Well, I just said I was a girl, so I guess I'm a very ugly girl. I think people are going to disagree with that, especially some of my ex-girlfriends. Because there had to be some reason they dated me. My personality can't get me that far, can it? But seriously, I'm not a guy. I'm not going to prove it, but trust me, I am not a guy. I am a girl. There, I said it. There's proof now that I am a girl because I just said it on the internet. And of course we know that everything on the internet is true. Hang on one second, guys. I actually do have to edit this part out because I have to take a phone call. Sorry guys, that was just a failed attempt at a job interview. So, getting back to this. Just read my username is Jonas. Okay. Topher21681 says, I can't tell if you're a girl with a sprained wrist playing football or a guy with a sprained wrist because it's so limp. First of all, I think there should be an A between your and girl so that it could read, I can't tell if you're a girl. My dad actually had to explain to me what because it's so limp means. You know, like the stereotypical gay guy thing. Actually, one of my best friends is gay. And he does not do that. He does a lot of the gay stereotypes, but he does not do that. But I am a girl and I did not sprain my wrist. It's carpal tunnel. And it wasn't from football, it was from chopping and slicing at the restaurant that I used to work at. I wish it was from football. That would have been a much more fun story to tell. I mean, how do you explain that a 20-year-old has carpal tunnel? Apparently it's people older than me who are more susceptible to that. Apparently my bones are supposed to be like super healthy and strong. Except I'm on like 5 million medications that I don't know what they do to my bones, so... Okay, not 5 million, but I'm on like 3. And who knows all the side effects of these. So, continuing on, I'm gonna butcher this, but Craico13, Craico13. You're lucky that they only hurt your arm and didn't go full Brandon Tina on you. I had to actually read up on Brandon Tina, and he was apparently, I think it was in the 90s, a gay guy who got beaten to death because he was gay. First of all, I am not a guy. How many times do I have to say this? Unless you're just really comparing me to Brandon Tina. Although I am gay, but why does everyone think that I'm a gay guy? Like... Also, yet again, nobody hurt me but myself! And also, that's very offensive, actually. Seriously, this is 2016, aren't we supposed to be better or something? Continuing, because I'm starting to get a little ticked off by these. Okay, Grantley34 says, I'm pretty sure someone already has. I guess that's referring to the caption, I've heard every bad thing that could be said, do your worst. And he said, I'm pretty sure someone already has. What comment am I supposed to make on that? I don't understand. Help. Okay, Suave3. Did I say that right? SWAV? Suave. Anyway, Suave3 says, someone come get this old gender fluid androgynous don't assume my gender looking ass boy/girl out of here. I don't know what to say to that one. Why is everyone like... Why does everyone just like... I feel like I'm kind of being attacked here, and that's how I felt when I first read these comments. I don't know. Alright, continuing. Venoka says, "You look like Chunk from Alvin and the Chipmunks remake of The Goonies." I don't understand that reference. I only saw like one Alvin and the Chipmunks movie, and it was like that live action one. I like the music in it. But I don't know what you're talking about here, and I haven't seen Goonies, so I don't think I would have understood anything from this. So, continuing on, Uzinero, Uzinero, I cannot pronounce any of these. You guys come up with some really creative but hard to pronounce usernames. They say, "Whatever our worst is, it still won't be as bad as your parents." Okay. I don't really know how to respond to this one either. Oof. Okay, so maybe that one means that my parents did the worst thing by having me? I don't know, what am I supposed to think about this one? Whatever, brush it off, and continue. J0OBOI, I guess it's supposed to be Jew Boy? Says, "I was going to masturbate tonight." Great, thanks. You know, you don't have to go onto Reddit to find material for that. There are websites dedicated to that. You should try searching for them. And then forget to delete the search history when your parents ask to use your computer. Okay. GPIN Pit says, "You look like one if Octomom's daughters. Sadly, you'll probably go down the same road." I'm pretty sure you meant to say of instead of if, and what is so bad about her daughters? I looked them up, I couldn't really find anything about them. Only that they're Octomom's daughters. There's nothing bad about them. Can someone please tell me what's so bad about Octomom's daughters? Because I couldn't find anything. Okay. Melkalak says, /r/sword or sheath. Is that a way? I don't know who that user is, but maybe I'll look at who they are after this. After this last one, I'll take a look at who they are just so that I have like a frame of reference of what the hell you mean by this comment. Anyway, CMATZKI says, because I'm not even gonna bother trying to pronounce that one. Why? No one bothered with you enough to tell you you're the worst? Like I said, no cursing. Pretty sure saying ass and hell is already going to get me unmonetized. You know, no one has told me that I'm the worst. I always try to be a pretty nice person, and maybe that's why I don't get told that. I don't have a lot of self-esteem to begin with, so if anyone did call me the worst, it would probably bring me so down that I would never go to the place where... Oh, my charger just came out. I would never go to the place where I met that person again in fears of seeing them and having a repeat of that. I swear my anxiety medication is working. Okay, who is Sword or Sheath? I don't understand what they mean by this. I think basically they're comparing me to another user who I guess kind of looks androgynous. I've been described like that before, but then again, a lot of people also see that I am a girl, and then other people think that I'm a boy. I don't think I can really have it both ways like that. Physically, I am a girl. Now, gender fluid is different than the physical state. Like, if I physically have a chest, then I am physically considered a female. So you can't say that physically I am a boy, because no, it doesn't work like that. So anyway, as you could see, that was back when I had the white brace on. How low can my self-esteem go? I had actually forgotten most of those comments before rereading them like this. Oh my god. Okay, if you get the chance, go onto Reddit, go onto some of these roast me's. My username is MusicPanda135. Don't go onto mine. I think I've already had enough. But see if you could find one, and the rules say that you can't just like insult them, it has to be like a funny roast. And honestly, I felt like a lot of those were insults. I just looked right into my lights. Is it that my self-esteem is so low that I have a hard time having a sense of humor about these things? I make fun of myself a lot. Like, there are things about myself that I can make fun of. But one thing I'm very sensitive about is people mistaking me for being a boy. Because it just happens so often that most of the time I can brush it off, but at some point it's just not funny anymore. And it happens way too often. Okay. With that being said, I will see you all tomorrow for another Learning Hebrew video, and then Thursday for another song series video, and in that one I will be wearing the white brace. And yes, I will be playing guitar because I am an idiot. A huge idiot. And with that being said, see you all tomorrow. Comment, like, subscribe. Check out my links in the description box down below. Bye bye!